Did you know that some of the biggest Hollywood film scores like Dune, Guardians of the Galaxy, Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning wasn't recorded in Hollywood, neither in London, but in... Let me introduce you to the Vienna Synchron Stage, formerly known as Synchronhalle. The Synchron Stage is one of the oldest film scoring recording halls in Europe, dating back to the 1940s. Nowadays they host recording sessions with huge movies, even including some game music like Fortnite, Age of Empires or Blade and Soul.
Yeah, okay Leo, but what has this to do with this video?
The sample developer Vienna Symphonic Library has just recently released a new plugin called the Synchron Stage Reverb, which allows you to place any instrument that you might want to record in your home studio into this hall. We're gonna take a look and we will do a mix down of a little sketch that I composed for this video. So for the purpose of this video, I'm only using Fracture Sound VSTs. I'm not sponsored, but I got the instruments to showcase them. So this is what the Homestead piano sounds without the reverb and with only the close mics. Now let's check it out with the reverb. So already we can tell they did an amazing job recording these impulse responsive to create this reverb. We have a bypass, we have an A and a B, a copy settings from A to B, the manual window sizes. The plugin comes with 3 modes, the general purpose, the orchestral and the vocal drums. The sound of these is always the same, it just has a different UI which sometimes allows us to place the instruments in a more specific position. For this video we will stay within the orchestral view. Up here we can change our source signal, pan it to the left or to the right. We have a little equalizer with a low shelf and a high shelf. We can change the width of the mic. And down here we can change the amount of reverb that is added to our signal. Let's start by quickly listening to the sketch without anything added. We can already tell it sounds pretty dry because I already turned off the reverbs and reset the microphone positions. Okay, let's start by adding the Synchron Stage to this Flügelhorn. And because our brass arrangement has 4 instruments, I would say we use these 4 positions. Let's listen to it. Let's also use the source to bring it a little bit to the right. If you would use the balance of your DAW, it would actually also affect the reverb. So the beauty of this source panning is that you can pan the source before it hits the reverb, and the reverb will just be naturally distributed throughout the whole stereo field. Let's check out the microphone's width, dial it up to 200%. Back to 0%. What I would use for this case, maybe 150%. Let's add a reverb to the cornet. Cornet without. Now the cornet with the reverb. And something that I really like is that it already sounds amazing. You don't have to go very deep into EQing the reverb. I just think out of the box. Beautiful. Next up, the tenor horn. Tenor horn. Tenor. I don't know. We will place the tenor horn also to the left. The reverb for the euphonium, which should be on the right side in this case. Perfect. Okay, let's listen to the brass band without the reverb. And with the reverb. So let's continue with the strings. The out-of-the-box sound sounds like this. Now we will turn down the reverb and put it on close. Also the sound of the cello, how it comes out of the box is amazing. But nevertheless, for this purpose, we will put it on close and we will use the Synchron Stage Reverb. let's add something to the viola. And now lastly, our violin 1. Now let's listen to the string section without the reverb. And now with the reverb. This is a convolution reverb. Convolution reverbs always sound a little bit more natural, whereas the logarithmical reverbs allow us more flexibility. When I'm using reverbs, I use the convolution reverbs for the more natural room sound, also to place the instruments in rooms, and I use logarithmical reverbs more to add effects. Also something worth mentioning, you have to use them per instance, so you cannot really set it up as a bus, which is totally fine because it only adds 1.3 milliseconds of delay to my signal chain. Now let's bring in a reverb on our piano, maybe on the middle. And the Dolciano by Fracture Sound. I want to add this a little bit more as an effect. We will put it onto the percussion, pull up the white mics to 200%. I don't really like the slap back of the room. What I would do is use this equalizer high shelf. It just roundens up the high frequencies. What else do we have? Oh. It's a free electrical piano, also by Fracture Sounds. We will add the Synchron Stage Reverb to this as well. Maybe like this. Early Winds by Dan Keen. I was looking for something that has a lot of bass, so what I did, tune it down 12 semitones. We have to be careful because this is a bass instrument, and adding a lot of reverb to a bass instrument can be difficult and muddying down our mix. Let's just try this. There we go. And the final recipe of our sketch is the trails, the ricochets. Pretty dry. This could be a home studio recording. Synchron Stage Reverb. We will put it onto the woodwind. Maybe? Yes. But here again the slap back, a little bit back. Let's listen to it with the other instruments. I was a little curious how this reverb will perform with a real life recording. I used my cajon. So this is the cajon without the reverb. With the reverb. Okay, let's listen to the whole thing. Just to remind you, this was the sound without the reverbs. And this is the sound with the reverbs. Thanks so much for watching. Have a beautiful day. Take care. Bye bye.